So we have arrived at our just second and final Alaskan port of call here on this trip. We're in Ketchikan. It's currently 9 degrees Celsius. We should be seeing the gangplank out there anytime to head ashore. We've got about 6.5, 7 hours before the all aboard time, so let's go check it out. All right, well, we have a sea of umbrellas out here on the dock because it is pouring rain this morning. But that's all right. We're prepared, sort of. As we got off the ship, a woman told us to walk to the front and look to our right as we got off. There's a nice look at the Koningsdam. But she said there was a group of whales bubble feeding out in the harbor, and they were kind of working their way this direction. So we figured we'd start our little trip out here and see if we see anything. But spoiler alert, we have not. Perhaps if I turn my back to the water, that will cause them to emerge, and then Emily can see them. So there we go. Look at our ship at the pier. Rain's letting up actually a little bit right now. And we're at this statue known as the Rock, featuring different archetypes of people who played important roles in the history of this area, except for the fella at the very top, who's an actual historical figure, the chief, whose name I've now forgotten since walking away from the actual plaque. There we go. You can read the story in detail for yourself. It's Chief Johnson would be waiting to greet travelers. And then right there across the street is a sign you'll see a lot of pictures of, the Ketchikan Welcome to Alaska's First City sign. Liquid sunshine gauge. Average rainfall of 12.5 feet per year, so this is very appropriate day to visit. Well, this caught my attention. We were taking a picture of the Ketchikan Fire Department, or Fire Hall, and saw a sign that says museum open, so we got to check this out. Some great artifacts. Wow, that's one of those plaque. We have one like that at home. And I love the logo here. Couple old helmets. All right. Some old apparatus. Chemical wagon. Alarm bell. Overview of the dock area. And I assume that's Creek Street that we're coming up to. We'll find out as we get closer, I guess. It's nice the rain has let up a bit. It's not pouring right now. It's just drizzling. Back a little bit more into the touristy area. There's the Eurodom over there in the dock. Some really great old buildings here. Some in use, some not. The famous Creek Street, once the red light district, now the heart of the tourist center of Ketchikan. Ketchikan Salmon Walk. Da, 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 da. Fire hydrant raised up to dock level, or boardwalk level, if you would. We're a little late for the salmon run, so most of the salmon we have seen, well, all the salmon we have seen so far have been dead, having completed their life's work of returning to their home stream to spawn. And you can see here why this is considered a temperate rainforest. Very lush, very green, water dripping everywhere. Completely different climate than at home. Bird there feasting on the salmon carcass. The salmon, again, having fulfilled its destiny, now another will live because of it. So I apologize for the audio quality. The external microphone battery didn't charge last night, or I forgot to charge it. So using the internal mic. Nice thing is it's not very windy, so not too worried about wind noise. And wow, it's amazing to think anything can swim upstream against that current. Must be something good coming up here. This is where all the people have stopped. Oh, it's a fish ladder. You can just see it there on the right side. Something that makes it a little easier for the salmon to get upstream through this waterfall. I'll try and zoom in there a little bit. We have seen some fish going up the ladder, so not all salmon have fulfilled their destiny quite yet.
That is so cool.
There, I saw one jump. Get you a look at the fish ladder from the other side here. Certainly one of the highlights in town, as evidenced by the number of people who are here checking it out. And so here we are on the other side of the creek now. You can get a better look at that salmon. sculpture that we saw on the far side. Oh yeah, there's the seal. Or I think that's either a seal or...
I think that's a very big...
Is it a fish?
Oh no, he's got a fish.
He's eating a
mouth.
fish, so yeah, I don't think... Catch of the day. So we've kind of just been wandering around some of the downtown area here and admiring some of the old buildings and some of the artwork, things like that. There's some great buildings down here in Ketchikan, like this one here, the J.R. Heckman block, I assume, or building, whatever you want to call it, but beautiful building, wonderful architecture. Then this brick one here across the street. There's the Norwegian Jewel heading back out, which we will be doing ourselves in just a few hours. But we'll be doing it on this ship, the Koningsdam. It has been an absolute pleasure sailing on her here the last 6 days. We still have a full sea day tomorrow to do any last things that we haven't done while aboard. But Ketchikan has been a real... Ketchikan, not Cam. Ketchikan has been a real neat little town to explore. Very frontier feeling. Lots of buildings going back from that era. Yeah. Great place. It's only our second Alaskan stop, but it was a good one. And that's gonna do it for today. I know the audio will be ruined by the wind, but just being able to stand this close beside the ship and get a real sense of its perspective here, or a real sense of its size, is pretty incredible. The rain's coming down again. Long line of people ready to get back on board. Well, it is finally here. Disembarkation day. We are docked next to Canada Place in Vancouver, British Columbia. That's a view out the bow camera. And we're just waiting for our disembarkation time. We're doing our own self-help checkout, if you will. So we still have our bags with us. We will carry them off the ship ourselves. So we can basically leave anytime after 8 o'clock. And yeah, it's all done. So we have completed our final sweep of the room, made sure we've checked every drawer, every nook and cranny where we could have potentially stored anything, and got her all packed away. Yeah, in some ways it went super fast, and in other ways it feels like forever since we got on here. And yeah, that's kind of sums it up.